It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tempo, tempo. Good. Good job right there.
They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up second and
36 power. Alert.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
that's good for the Denver Broncos.
Debo.
Play action, it's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Cortland Sutton has shown plenty of times he's a big-time player, capable of making the plays that you need to be a wide receiver one in this league. Now his goal is to return to his 2019 Pro Bowl form. 776 yards in 2021. He picks up a first down there.
Got it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out and getting this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball were the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's not harmlessly to the turf.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Third and long. It's Wilson. This is caught by Williams. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watson now to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. First down, here's Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Pat Surtain getting down from his corner spot to make that play.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Watson. But he's got his man here, Beasley. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Taken down at the 30. The Broncos at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Go, 14. Alert. 14.
Wilson. Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Gotta go, hit it up. Let's go, double count right here, double count.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 20. The 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the 2nd half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence is right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Ray McCloud. And he's not able to go the distance. He's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. What a return.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
38.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
From the gun, it's Lance.
He's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel from 6 yards away. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Go, 14.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 7, Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Ready, set. Check you. 38.
Desperation time here. Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, time, and it's certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into dangerous. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This time Wilson will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Russell Wilson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this. But you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Lance going to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
Again, it's Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing on first down is Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night, so now you get in this situation. Hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. Lance looking to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Lance back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our